Alright, hello everyone. So the product we would like to share with you guys today is called Wrist Wellness. So let's jump right into it. So a little bit of basic information about our product. The area we're targeting is mental health and wellness. Our target audience is college students and young adults who want to improve their mental wellness and reduce stress. The pain point we're seeking to address is the fact that many young adults, especially college students, have little access to effective resources for maintaining mental wellness. And then the unique value that we provide as a company is an affordable smartwatch with the sole purpose of improving mental wellness without constantly distracting the user. So the way the product would work is you download the app, and then based on this, you would select some of your preferred methods of managing stress from the choices listed. As you can see, we have some popular methods like controlled breathing, meditation, and yoga. Then after that, here's where you would input your weekly schedule, so any class or work commitments that you may have on a recurring basis. And then the smartwatch goes on to use this information to find gaps in your schedule and suggest methods for improving mental wellness throughout the week. So here's an example. Let's say you input meditation as one of your preferred methods for maintaining mental wellness. Let's say you have a gap from 3 to 4 p.m. At 3:20, it would suggest meditate for 5 minutes. As you can see on our low resolution prototype here, assuming you clicked start, a timer would show up for 5 minutes. You would meditate for the 5, and then with a small vibration, it would alert you that you're done.
So the reason this product could be so successful is because both the smartwatch and mental wellness industries are really booming right now. So as you can see, the valuation of the mental wellness industry in 2020 was about $380 million approximately. And in 2030, so just in 10 years, that's supposed to go up to about $540 million. And then in terms of the smartwatch industry, we went from 37 million sales by unit in 2016 to a projected 253 million in 2050. So by taking these two booming industries and combining them into a very specific product, we're able to kind of focus on this area that has a lot of potential for growth.
And there are many reasons why our product would be useful in the market, because ours would be affordable and budget friendly, unlike most of our competitors who often have expensive watches where you're paying for features that you really don't use. Our watch will also be sleek and lightweight, unlike our competitors who have bulky watches that usually take up a lot of space on your wrist. We will also be compatible with all mobile devices, unlike our competitors who have watches that are only specific for specific devices, such as Apple Watches are for iPhone. And we will offer minimum distractions because we are really focused on just mental wellness and improving your health, whereas there are often other distracting notifications that don't have a timetable of when they will be sent out on other watches.
And finally, the most important thing is that it makes money. So we got 4 revenue streams: young adults buying the watch for themselves, parents buying the watch for their children, and we got partnership with universities and other third parties. Also, we can get our revenue from donations, investors, and fundraising, and Javon will talk about the big numbers.
As you can see here, according to our financial model, we are projected to earn over $5 million in the year of 2023.
So with that being said, thank you guys for your time. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
Questions for the team?
What would it be like priced at compared to like other watches currently on the market?
So our watch is expected to be around $125. If you compare that to an Apple Watch, they're about $350. Even for less popular smartwatches, you're looking at $200+. But by focusing and really narrowing down the content we provide, we're able to offer a much cheaper solution and smartwatch overall.
Oh yeah, I have a question. I guess when you talk about like you narrowing down what you want to actually provide on the watch, it's not with research, but I guess what do you think? Like I know you said meditation. I guess what are some like your other ideas? Is like what what students will need in a watch to kind of like help them with their mental health?
Yeah, so it's really based off what you input on the app and your preferred methods. So a lot of the other popular notifications we had were, let's say you put in walking or nature walks, whatever you like to do to maintain wellness. We have a notification that'll prompt you to take a short half-mile walk. And then using GPS technology, it would track how far you've walked and then alert you at the 0.5 mile mark that you're done. Some more we had were just general notifications like take a drink of water, just things you wouldn't think about, but they really add up throughout the day and do a great deal to improve your mental wellness over time. But it really just depends on what you input. The notifications would be specific to the preferred methods you provide in the app.
So I know that on your slide that had the app, you had yoga and meditation and deep breaths. So would this walk you through that? Because I know some people they're not familiar with those exercises, they don't really know how to meditate. Would it kind of walk you through it?
Yeah, so that was actually a concern when we were doing our empathy testing. So at this point now, we have implemented that to where if it suggested that you were to meditate or do a breathing exercise, it would inform you on the screen how to do it. Through vibration, it could tell you when to breathe, how often, and it would go into more specifics on the watch and the app itself on what you should actually do while breathing. Or if you're the kind of person that just wants to do your own meditation, you're experienced with meditation, then that 5 minutes or however long you decide to do it would just provide a space for you to do that throughout the day.
I know that we had the really big number, which is exciting. I was just wondering where that number came from, and also you were talking about how other brands of watches that they're not specific enough. But I think one of my concerns would be customer loyalty, right? I wouldn't want to buy a watch from any other brand because my watch makes my life interconnected with my other devices and my other things that I have to do. So.
Okay, so to answer your first question, based on our financial model, in our first year we would be negative 800,000. Next year around 200,000. But because we invest so much in the infrastructure in the first year, and then build off of that as we grow, we're expected to have a much higher profit in our third year because we've already used our money, developed our infrastructure, building, software, whatever, and then we have it in place and are able to grow with that. So kind of just an initial cost. Then to answer your second question, we believe that our product would attract more users because of its minimalisticness and simpleness. Whereas other watches are very distracting. I know a lot of you have Apple Watches, and you realize that throughout the day, you just become more attached to your phone because it's essentially just an extension of your phone. So you're more distracted, you're more invested in your phone, which has been shown to decrease your mental wellness when you're just constantly in your phone and not in the moment. So we hope that our product would attract more people because it has less distractions and less constant notifications throughout the day, like an Apple Watch, for example.
Definitely just a different pain point. I'm a user of an Apple Watch, and I've kind of noticed it's extremely distracting. So there's a lot of times throughout the day when I take mine off because I don't want getting those notifications all the time. So sometimes being interconnected with your other devices is nice, but that's not really what we're going for with our product because of the kind of mental wellness aspect. Because I've noticed in the moments I take mine off, same kind of research throughout some of our interviews, it's because it's with the goals of having better mental wellness.
Cool. Time for one more question.
How many watches would you have to sell to reach that number?
So based on our financial model, in our first year, we expected to sell approximately 11.3 thousand. In our next year, 33,900, and then we expect in our third year to sell just over 100,000 to reach that big 5.8 million.
Alright, we're out of time. Thank you. Good job.